Okay, hopefully this is the correct one. I videotaped the wrong one. This is what we did in class today. Okay, got this. Parallel and perpendicular lines. And we did this in some of the class we did this. Notice what I need you to notice is this, is that when we graph this at -3 here, you graph that and you go up 2 over 1 each time, okay? We notice that this slope right here is 2, and this is sinus perpendicular slope is -1/2. Perpendicular means it's 90 degrees there, okay? It's called its opposite and reciprocal. The slope is opposite, and this is a positive, so that's a negative. Reciprocal, we flip it. Okay, notice that it's been flipped. Opposite and reciprocal. When you do have that type of slope, you'll create perpendicular lines where the graph makes 90 degrees on all corners. Okay, so if you measure it, that's what happens. Parallel line, this reads, the symbol is parallel, the symbol is not parallel. So this reads line 1. So line 1 is parallel to line 2. That's line 2 right there. Line 2. Okay, and this reads as parallel 1. Line 1 is not, this means is not, parallel to line 2. Okay. And then you graph it, and you'll see the lines are parallel. What do you notice about the rate of change? Notice the rate of change. Visible 1 here, the rate of change is the same. Okay? And there won't be any solution. There's no solution here because they don't meet anywhere. Rate of change is the same. The rate of change is the same. So graph that. You all know how to graph this by now. So I won't graph it. And this you graph also. And notice because it creates the 90 degree, when you graph each one of these, creates the 90 degree symbol. So they're called perpendicular lines. Two lines that create 90 degrees called perpendicular. And this slope right here is 3. This slope right here is -3 over 1. So we put slope of 3, which is a positive slope, and the slope it is -3 over 1. -1 over 3. Opposite and reciprocal makes it perpendicular. Slope is -1 over 3. If it's a +3, it becomes a negative. And then flip it. And you do notice the same, that's still perpendicular because the slope is this one here. The slope is -1. The other slope is going to make it the symbol here. It's just an upside down T, perpendicular. Slope is this opposite of this -1. That's a -1. The slope is -1. This one, it's opposite and reciprocal. That's a positive. So your graph has a 90 degree angle on all 4 corners. Notice here, it's the same slope. That's 2 and 2. Slope of 2 and 2, they're the same slope. The lines are parallel. They never meet. No solution. We've talked about this. Okay, these lines compare the rate of change. M is 3 right here, and the other M is -4. So the rate of change or slopes different. So the line they're just going to cross, and that they see lines intersect. Okay, and that's the way it is. And you do that and explain why, and then you do these. We did enough of these. You know how to do these. Make sure you distribute here first. Okay, and then use your calculator if you can't get 3x plus 6 minus 1. That's additive inverse plus a negative. So these two are alike. You get 5. 3x plus 5 equals, bring down the 2x minus 10. Minus 2x minus 2x. That's an x plus 5 equals 2, additive inverse, negative 10. Minus 5 minus 5, x equals to negative 15. One solution, right? There's nothing to divide. Divide by 1, it doesn't change anything, so we don't have to go further. We don't have to divide here. It's one solution. And then you do the other one. Okay? And that's basically your homework for tonight. It's basically graphing. Well, make sure you know how to graph.